Columbus is an awesome place to live. And when Dr. Hayes, Reverend Hayes, was speaking, you know, this scripture came to me, and it's from 2nd Chronicles, and it says, "If my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and forgive their sin and heal their land." And so, in closing, if you would all stand and you point towards the charging station and you repeat after me, "Now that's good." That's good. We're adjourned.
All right, everybody sit down. Wait, Gloria, come on, Gloria. All right. 1, 2, 3.
When we look at this burned building today, this training pavilion, and this fire station, you can drive all across Columbus, strategically located, and you will find similar quality facilities. And it is no surprise to me that we have graduated to an ISO rating, Insurance Service Organization rating, that is second to none in Georgia and all across America. And so when I mentioned that this is a King's Day, I think about the other king that said the measure of a man is not where he stands in times of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of conflict and controversy. And this king that we are acknowledging today, as the mayor said, stood and made a difference here in Georgia and all over this country, and certainly made a difference for generations that have followed. So to me, this is a King's Day, and we ought to rejoice and be glad in this King's Day here in our city, Columbus, Georgia. So thank you, Georgia Historical Society, for this acknowledgement, for your work in this great place to live in Georgia and in this country, Columbus, Georgia. So thank you. I am proud of Columbus, and I'm proud to be city manager of this great city. I had an opportunity 2 weeks ago to travel to Savannah to the Georgia Municipal Association meeting, and had an opportunity to present there our Riverwalk and how it got started and how we got to where we are today. I did a show and tell of photos starting at Lake Oliver Marina and walked them all the way to Fort Benning along the Riverwalk, and talked about the public-private partnerships that we've enjoyed and the success that have come out of those public-private partnerships. Talked about the 50 acres that we were able to relocate businesses where we stand today to other locations so that we could make way for the TSIS campus. But when I got done with that show and tell presentation, referring to it as our string of pearls and the public-private partnerships, they were all excited. And no sooner than I was able to get home, I shared with the mayor that the mayor of Macon, Georgia called my office and says, "I want you to come to Macon. I've got about 300 people I want you to do that same PowerPoint presentation to. We've got to tell your story in Macon so that we can excite them, that they'll want to do the kinds of things that you guys are doing." me just also thank the media for being here. I don't know the last time I saw this many cameras at a demolition ceremony. So that means it's important, and the media also recognizes the importance of what's about to happen here today. We've got some good days ahead. And so with that, Mayor Pro Tem and City Councilor and Deputy City Managers, would you come back up here so that, and Chief of Staff, John. And so I really want to, before we move forward, thank the Mayor and City Council for their vision and for their leadership to see to it that this day is made possible. And I do want to say that this is an important day also to our mayor, the Honorable Mayor Skip Henderson, and he had another engagement and could not be here, another important engagement, but this is important to him. But we have our newly elected Mayor Pro Tem here representing the mayor, Mayor Pro Tem Gary Allen. So, Mayor Pro Tem, you have any final words? Because if not,
I'm ready to knock it down.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready to knock this building, these tanks down? Are we ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. And so we are moving forward with that project. Though the collections do not start, we don't start collecting until January of 2023. My team got on the phone this morning. They called the Georgia DOT and shared what has occurred here in Columbus, Georgia today, yet another fatality. And we have gotten a verbal approval from Georgia DOT to move forward with our plans for Steam Mill Road even before we start the collection in January of 2023. And so there's $22.5 million to be collected, but we are going to start the design phase even right now to address the concerns that we have on Steam Mill Road. And so some of those improvements include a center turn lane on Steam Mill Road. It includes a 10-foot wide sidewalk on one side of Steam Mill Road, a 4-foot wide sidewalk on the opposite side of Steam Mill Road. We will have roundabouts on Steam Mill Road at Dogwood, at Southern Pine, at the entrance to the Shirley Winston Rec Center. And those roundabouts will help to slow down traffic, but the turn lanes, we're going to have the decorative lights, and we're going to have trash receptacles and benches, and it's going to be a different street when we spend that $22.5 million to make these improvements on Steam Mill Road that will make it a safer street to travel. We have made adjustments in our travel policy. We have suspended out-of-state travel until further notice, unless critical or absolutely necessary travel, out-of-state travel is required. We have limited in-state travel until further notice, again, unless it is critical or absolutely necessary related to the Columbus Consolidated Government operations. We have asked department heads to implement their test work from home alternate work schedules plans. A number of departments have been working on those over the years, and this is a great time to test the work from home alternate work schedule plans. But thank you to the deputy city managers, our department heads, and all of the Columbus Consolidated Government employees as we have worked to try and make what's difficult look easy by continuing to provide the citizens of Columbus with the services that they expect and depend on. So thank you to our city leadership and to the city team. The state of Georgia notified the city of Columbus in recent weeks to inform us that we are eligible for up to $34 million in CARES Act funds. That funding will come to us in phases throughout the fall of this year. We have assured the mayor and council that we intend to go after every single dollar that we're eligible to receive in the allocation of CARES Act funding, which will help so many in our community with reimbursed expenses incurred because of COVID-19. When notified about potential CARES Act funding, I want you to know that we moved immediately to create a collaborative public-private partnership to reach out to eligible businesses, agencies, and organizations in the Columbus, Georgia community to offer assistance with COVID-19 expenses. We realize that we must work together in this difficult time, public-private partnership, and we are all in this together. The city government, private businesses, agencies, and organizations, and we must work together to get this through this in a Columbus, Georgia kind of way. This is indeed a great day in Columbus, Georgia. And I say to you, our momentum remains strong. With this groundbreaking ceremony today, we move one more step towards a safer, transformative future in Columbus, Georgia. As city manager, I am proud of our progress throughout our city. What is happening in Columbus is starting to happen quickly. Some may doubt it, but Columbus is a success story in the making. A new judicial center here, a new city hall down the street, new restaurants over there and up the street, a new Oglethorpe Bridge coming down the street. New interchanges are under construction. A streetscape project in the Liberty District at the Liberty Theater, and many streets throughout South Columbus, roundabouts, roads being resurfaced, AA Braves baseball, economic development projects, including economic development projects coming to South Columbus. We're spending more than $1.1 billion on infrastructure projects over the next 10 years.
2, 3.
Good afternoon. Regarding current operations of the Columbus Animal Care Control Facility, considering current developments related to the CPD investigation that has led to several CACC employees being placed on leave of absence, we do not have enough employees left at CACC to continue operating the facility as we have done in the past to remain in compliance with the requirements of the Department of Agriculture. Therefore, I have weighed our options. make severe adjustments in operations effective immediately to remain in compliance with the Department of Agriculture requirements. Expedite our request for proposal process to privatize the Columbus Animal Care Control facility and operations, or exercise my authority as city manager to execute an emergency purchase by bypassing the request for proposal RFP process. I have elected to execute an emergency purchase, select a vendor, and seek city council approval to move forward. I've had appropriate staff to approach a reputable and well-known organization in this community and region. An organization we actually completed a request for a proposal process and selected a few years back, but that process did not move forward at that time. That organization is Paul's Humane. Some people may wonder, well, what are you doing to bring back, restore this facility? We have just gotten started. And so know that this street that you're standing on, from that stop sign to that stop sign, we have $4 million that we're going to do streetscapes on this very street that you're standing on. Can you imagine $4 million being spent on this street from that stop sign to that stop sign? That's what's going to happen to the street. But right now, we're working on the theater itself. We have spent or spending more than $900,000 on the HVAC system in this facility. We are spending $600,000+ as we speak on replacing the roof in this facility. Last year, we put $1 million in our city budget to do some of this work. Now, the $900,000+ was ARP money, American Rescue money. And so we're packaging dollars. We have $400,000 left from the 1999 special purpose local option sales tax that's going in the pot on this money. Calvin Smyrie was able to get us $150,000 from the Department of Community Affairs. And so what we're doing is packaging dollars, and we're going to make another submission in the budget that is going to council in the next couple of months for more dollars. But we need investors, community people to help us get to that dollar figure that we need to restore this theater in a way you've never seen it before.